Hello! My mic mute button isn't working for some reason. Why is this not working? Retrieving sources. What? Delete that. OBS Studio. Mixer audio.
Celebrate good times. Celebrate good times. Come on!
Yeah, okay. I just can't mute my mic today, apparently. Can I do anything through... No. There's literally no way I can mute my mic. GG. Way too loud. I literally can't mute my mic today. Also, there was a Windows update that installed last night, so let's see what Windows got wrong. Recording. Oh, it's... Has it set the wrong mic? No, it set the right mic. Why is it so... registering so loud? Oh. Because it was set at 100%. There we go. Well, when will I be doing multiplayer next? I honestly don't know. Maybe like Saturday or Sunday? There we go. Restart the software. I did already. Let's restart the software again. Yes, I want to quit Stream Deck. Okay, I maybe need to... Okay, I almost definitely need to slow that down a bit. Deck chairs are available. Yes, they are. There we go. Is that gonna... Huh, I've never had that problem before. I'm gonna boost the mic another small bit because I think it's a bit too quiet now. Pa, thank you very much for the €10 and the additional 5. It's very much appreciated, but I do worry for your wallet at times. There we go. Now we can get started with the farming bit of the stream. After the technical Dave trying to fix the stream bit of the stream. Actually, no, we can't, because I need to do one more thing. Hello, Pa. Need to zoom all the way down here. And gamepad controls. Oops, I had the clutch pushed. Okay, delete that. Forwards and backwards. Because literally last night, the oh, the parking brake is bound by default. That's annoying. I'm gonna bind that to, I guess, that. Apparently unload is also bound to 12. Where the hell is 12? On the wheel. Oh, hang on. Yes. So 12 on the wheel is apparently bound to something already. Yes, unload. Where the hell is unload? Oh, is it about? I said about the thing in Discord last night. It now has the. That's funny. It thinks that's technically correct. The flappy paddles are the like left and right triggers. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Save the changes, save successfully. There we go. Now we're good to go. So first thing we're gonna do is just gonna get rid of the rest of this corn. There we go. So we now have a parking brake. I don't know why we need it, but enhanced vehicle now has a parking brake because it updated last night, as well as distinct controls for forwards and backwards in the shuttle. So you can lock it into forwards gear, lock it into reverse gear, much the way that I have always had my my drive control set up in 17. So, oh, corn's now most best at the bakery. Where the hell's the bakery? In the middle of the map, which is slightly inconvenient. You're broke. I'm not surprised at the amount of money you've been throwing at me, pal. Did I miss you coming in? Yes, I missed a lot of stuff happening, basically from 7 minutes ago until now, because I was dealing with tech problems, and then a slight rebind that I needed to do. God! I'm getting rid of the IT runner, because that's silly. This is not functional right now. As much as I'd love to use the IT runner, it doesn't work. So I'm gonna actually be deleting the mod, because like, if it's gonna have that problem, it's not worth even having in my mod folder. And it's not something I'm doing that's breaking it, like I'm turning and keep it. No, because it's just gonna frustrate me to the point of being angry, and that's not gonna be fun for anybody. As funny as it is, doesn't do that on console. It doesn't do that on console? Question, Jordan. And Landy, this might be something you want to test if you're still here. Or generally anybody. Is the realistic mass mod available on console? And if it is, do you use it? To anybody else having this problem, do you use the realistic mass mod, the realistic weight mod for the crops? You're not that advanced yet, and this problem doesn't happen on console, and you don't have that specific mod. No, Jordan. I'm not asking the realistic weight mod. It does do this on console. It's not. Okay, so what I'm hearing is the IT run does still do this on console, so it's not the realistic weight mod. Yeah. Oh, I figured as much, Anna, so I was just trying to figure out if that could be if it could be a conflict. We haul bales and such. Yeah, but I mean grain. I think it might be the grain causing it. Absolutely yes. Okay, so much to my annoyance, because I do love the IT runner, it's got to go away. That's genuinely annoying me now. Hey, Scooter Boys, and we'll replace it with do I have any modded trailers that aren't IT runner? No. Might be able to hook lift trucks are available. It might, but that's kind of beside the point for now. I'll replace it with the TKD 302, I guess. I kind of like this in white. Like, it might just be me, but I do quite like it in white. Let's get that. And seeing as we now have no trailer on the back, I'm your favorite YouTube channel. You have terrible taste. We can get realistic weights. Something you can get mod up on PC and Mac. Hello, Dal. 4, 5, 6. There we go. Has the vehicle mod updated? Yes, it updated last night. This is the joy of mods on GitHub and why I use mods on GitHub. It updated last night, and that's the last update I know of. Haven't checked today, so it might have updated again today. But the one feature that I wanted is now in it, so I'm very happy with it. You've not seen it? I can't remember what it's actually called, Bradley, but it's like realistic mass weight grain weight mass weight grain. Realistic. It just all it does literally is just make stuff weigh twice as much. You're going on GitHub. Also, there's a parking brake now, so you know you can be driving around along 53k's like I am right now, and just go stop. You can't move anymore. The update's not on Mod Hoster now. Hello, Etho. Simulator gaming, hello. Can I turn down the volume? Of what? Landy said there's a volume issue. I don't know. It wasn't very specific. What volume am I turning down? Is it the game volume, the music volume, the mic volume? It's just kind of bulk reduce the desktop. How's the, like, genuinely mods in particular, how's the audio? Because Landy said it was a bit loud and it wasn't very specific. Oh, that's too low now. That's 0. Let's just turn it down to like there. Hey, right. That better? Vehicle volume. If I want to tweak that is over here. Make that 20%. Do I know what's on ModHub? There's a bunch of new stuff today, none of which really caught my eyes being way too low now. Oh god. Okay, let's just boost desktop up. Open up all the stuff that I just accidentally closed by clicking on the wrong window. That should be better. Now I gotta tab in and out of game again to fix the wheel. Gameplay is loud. What the hell did you link? Was it the realistic mass mod? Or just the mod hub in general? The mod hub in general. Which oddly enough is not modhub.us, as some people think. Volume's fine. I've tweaked it a bit. It sounds better to me now, just through the headphones. Don't know if you like the reskin challengers. They were pre-order bonuses in 17, so exclusive. The rare challengers. They weren't really that good. Like, they're just challenger with different skins that are kind of fun and quirky, but they do kind of get on your nerves very quickly, unfortunately. Hey, Alfie. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering what's in this giant mug, it's coffee. Because I've not been feeling the most awake today, and I figured what better way to make sure that I'm actually awake than probably about half a litre of coffee. Maybe closer to a litre. Excessive amounts of coffee is what I'm getting at here. This V2, no. I was talking to Roy just before the stream and I said, I haven't updated mainly because I'll need like 2 hours to faff about and rejig the entire map once I do update, and I need to find that time in the first place. But I know when Marwell's coming out, when it's been tested and ready. It's been sent to Giants, and it's really in Giants' hands now. Actually, I said I'd use the new home to plow, didn't I? Hey, if it's Legend. How you doing today, dude? Haven't stopped writing essays, been doing personal statement for Welsh BACC, I'm guessing, on air pollution today. So yeah, it's towards the bottom of the... Wait, on the testing list, or just like it's at the bottom of the queue? Oh, baccalaureate. Why didn't you just say that? I have no idea what all these weird and wonderful exams around the world are, so please do explain them to me. Hello, Alexander. What's at the bottom? Marwell. It will be towards the end of the list. I don't know if it's being getting a bit of a whoosh with Giants, because they do, I think, need to bring out a map very soon onto the mod hub. And I don't know how many maps are through for testing. You only uploaded it yesterday. Well, yeah. Coffee about something you want? Coffee in a cup seems to evaporate. See, I usually drink tea, but when I'm really like tired or just after getting up, I have coffee. So this is my second cup of coffee today. 201 mods, still waiting to be tested. It was 227, so they've gone through 26 mods already, so they are going through quite a few in fairly short order, possibly because they're just, you know, this tractor, but it's color selectable. Which, please upload those to Mod Hoster or FSUK or something. There is Thomas, and I don't actually have it on my stream deck. Let me get a link for you. Back onto this screen, please. Oh, Janus beat me to it. I'm pasting it anyway because Janus beat me to it. Hey, Dusty. Is there a full list of all 201 mods in their order? No. Which is probably a good thing because people would scream and shout for their favourite to be tested first. There's a reason it's just like the ones that are at the top of the list that are actively being tested. That's the reason that the list is the way that it is. I still think, personally, and I don't know, I should have mentioned this to Lars, now that I think of it. I still think personally there should be like one day of the week that's dedicated to mod releases. And instead of the list of stuff what's in testing, what might fail, have just like a list that is updated throughout the week of stuff what's coming on next mod release day. Like, here are things you can expect. And like maybe a screenshot of each or something. As a bit of a teaser. That'd be something really cool that would, I think maybe quell some of the... Good Lord, Jag, what? Did you mean to do that? I get the feeling you might have put an extra 9. Jag with the 100-pound super chat. Are you okay?
Good times coming!
Just feeling generous. I think your wallet might be on fire now, Jag, but thank you very much. That is, super appreciated. Hey, Sam. Generous is like €2 or €3 for me. Like, generous genuinely I see as being like, oh, thanks for the super chat. That's really generous. Anything is generous. 100 bloody pounds is insanity. That's gonna go a long way as well, because I am actually saving up for some stuff, and that's gonna go a long way to help it out, even though, you know, YouTube's gonna... What are you doing? No, that's not how you plow! Okay, let's try this again. No, again, that's not how the plow works. He's figured out the plow! You meant to do it. I'm glad that you meant to do it, because that would have been really awkward if you didn't. They are smarter, they're just more questionable as well. Works fine, no issue with grain. Okay, I'm gonna ask for a PC test here. GG, good game. It's from like more competitive games like See, I'm gonna use StarCraft Infinitely as my competitive game. It kind of, I don't know what to call it. Experiment? No. What's the word? What word am I looking for here, guys? Example. Forgot the word example. I'll always use StarCraft as an example of like a competitive game. I know that League of Legends and Dota and like Call of Duty and stuff are more modern examples, but I was always into StarCraft, so screw Dota, League of Legends and Fortnite. I'm going to talk about StarCraft. There we go. You have corn in it. And you don't have the realistic mask mod in. VF, I think I figured out why the VIT runner's broken. Oh god, you actually can't do that, Adam. The max super chat allowed on YouTube per day is £500. Or 500, like, dollars, I think. I've run into a problem now where I'm actually doing everything that needs to be done, aren't I? Unless... Can I afford another field? Can I afford, like, field 8? That's 246k. I'm liking how like some of these have 2 fields, some have 3, some have 1. Some just have an insane amount of land and cost 1.2 million. Some have an even more insane amount of land and cost 1.8. There's one... I think it's this one. No. Where's the tract of land that has just a bit that's... This one! 1 million, you buy like 5 different bits of land around the map. Tree next to the clamp needs to be moved. That is true, Yanis. That is... something what I can get doing right now, isn't it? Is dealing with the tree over at the clamp. There's me truck. Isn't Maypole by Cavalry as well? Yep. What's up with the IT runner? I think it's not the IT runner that's causing the problem. I think it's actually the realistic mass mod that's causing a conflict. Because the IT runner isn't made to deal with the kind of weights that realistic mass throws into it. Oh, I've just realised that I can put the parking brake on. This is actually vaguely realistic. Right, chainsaw time. Could be vehicle extension. No, vehicle extension doesn't really fiddle with physics. It fiddles with functions, but it doesn't actually do anything to physics. The only thing influencing physics that I have is the realistic mass mod. Which I might be blaming in the wrong here. Don't go saying, oh, it's definitely that. It's just a very likely candidate for... Why on earth my IT runner doesn't like working very well. Hey, Oxy, how you doing? It's not on console. I'm doing good, dude. Come on, get. There we go. No. Oh wait, is that a real bit? Oh, that's a real twig. Okay. I'm a real boy. Okay, and nope, jiggle the. Yep, jiggle the niggle. There we go. There's a bit there too. You can go. And I really should cut this into 2 separate trees here at this point. There we go. Professional level of forestry right here. Only available on RainbowDave Gaming. Where can you get the handbrake mod? That is the enhanced vehicle mod. Updated last night to change the shuttle slightly to actually the way that I like it. Or at least give the option for the way that I like it. And it introduced the handbrake. Which is going back to FS15's drive control. It was the last time there was a really good handbrake mod. The game ate a bit of the tree, but I'm surprisingly okay with that as a thing that just happened. Can't find the GitHub. You need to make an account to really search well on GitHub. Okay, so this definitely isn't going to fit into the tree, but if I were to cut it just right, it might. Did I say it won't fit into the tree? It won't fit into the trailer. How do you get Giants Editor? Giants Developer Network on PC. Landy show... What video? Landy didn't show me anything! I'll have a shout at him after hopefully his stream. He needs to. I'll shout at him later then. Unless it was like Plane Sabers or something, which he sent me off on the other day, and I'm looking forward to Captain Joe's video tomorrow, where he interviews Mikey McBrien. Which, by the way, if you guys are into like classic air stuff, Dave with the words. If you're into like classic planes, like DC-3s and C-47s and whatnot, which are both DC-3s, or you watched Ice Pilots back in the day, when it was... I could have sworn the... Have the textures fallen off this? I could have sworn the claws on this were black before. Have some of the textures fallen off? Do you need to unpack it? Yes. And you have to unpack it in a weird way. It's not the same as Courseplay. You've got to... you download the zip, and in the zip is a folder, and in the folder is a second zip... Oh, nuts. In the folder is a second zip file. It's that second zip file that's in the folder, in the zip, is the one that you're actually going to want to put into your mod folder. Could somebody let me know if the textures have fallen off my log grab, by the way? I've got the sneaking suspicion I've done something that's broken things. I'm not sure what I could have done to break it, but... white doesn't strike me as quite correct. The claw was white before. I could have sworn it was black before! Wow, the Mandela effect in full swing. Hey Julian. That made you laugh all the way I just came out with oh nuts. Oh Bradley, you've been... oh no! You've been around the channel for long enough to know that when I screw up... Yes, that's it, Massey. When I screw up, I don't care what I'm saying at the time, I will just say, oh, nuts. I broke it in such a way that I forgot what colour it originally was, apparently. That works. It was white then. Okay. Could have sworn it was black the other day. Are we gonna make the gator slammed again? I don't know, maybe? I haven't really decided for sure what I'm gonna do with the gator at this point. Other than like using it for the chickens. This is a bit much for the truck. There we go. Are the chickens profitable? Yeah, Landy, you missed that. Maybe my eyes are seeing opposite colors? Maybe! Maybe I'm feeling so negative today that I'm seeing the claw in negative. Who knows? Maybe I thought it was black because I'm just so used to seeing these things being black. Like, both in-game and on mods and in real life. Was it broken last time I saw it? That is also potentially true. The thing is, usually when stuff loses textures it turns white, which is why I thought it lost its textures. That... Landy, being quite honest, that's a good month. Let's be fair. What Jag donated is realistically a good month for most channels at this point. Most channels of my size or Landy size. Never mind a January. Which is traditionally the month that you just... January is traditionally the month where you try experimental crap to see what works. Which is why you'll see on some channels like really weird videos coming out in January specifically. Because there's very little money. I'm not gonna... I can't give exact numbers, Massey. But, yeah, YouTube doesn't pay very well. That's totally how you're supposed to get logs into the trailer. How did that do... Hey, Farmer Camping. I don't want to talk about money for the remainder of the stream though, so let's move on from how badly YouTube pays. Which is apparently coming as news to some people. I guess because most people now aren't monetized on YouTube. It's coming as news to people that YouTube has taken monetization away from so many people because money just isn't there anymore. Yeah, it is. More or less. Exact numbers are against terms and conditions, but suffice it to say, the majority of what me and Landy, I think it's fair to say as well, the majority of what we make is through you guys being generous. Through super chats, donations, and memberships, which is I think what they're called now, sponsorships, whatever. Actual ad rev is so bad that it's just basically non-existent. Well, the dashboard even is just an estimate, and that's in YouTube's own... Like, YouTube and Google will openly admit that the dashboard is just an estimate, unless it says, like... Unless it's talking about the technical purchases, which would be super chats, because I think some people see them as donations. No, they're payment to YouTube to get your chat message in a cool color, and in larger streams, make sure that they're red. Like YouTube takes, I think, about half of the super chat as payment. It's planned for next Project Cars 2 videos. They're both going to be finishing off the Genetic Juniors, which I haven't recorded yet. About 50-50. Wow, you're doing well for AdRev. How about 60? Actually, 60 is even being generous. 60-40 in favor of donations and stuff. Whoa, 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 whoa. Excuse me, sir. You appear to have missed quite a large chunk of the field here. Why did you skip, like, 3 passes? Git. Also, just realised that going down by field 11 is actually faster way. Just remember that. Hold down to views, yeah. I don't know the exact percentages, and I'm not allowed to say even if I did, so. Chasing numbers on YouTube will only result in you losing your mind. I'd say that from experience. No, YouTube will take, I think it's somewhere between 30 and 50%. To ruin the illusion that it is actually a donation, yeah, decent proportion of it goes to YouTube and not me, or whoever you send a super chat to. The majority of the money will go to them, but some goes to YouTube too. Aha! It's all too easy to become addicted to checking stats and have basically no life other than making YouTube videos or streaming or checking your numbers on YouTube, and I did that in the past, and it's not a fun way to be because you just end up going through a rough patch and becoming desperate and doing stupid stuff. Oh god, every single time I come up here. Like, still job hunting? Yep. Hey, Chuck. No, you can fold now. No, you can. Oh, that was it folding. You shouldn't keep an eye on any analytics unless you've got like 1 million subs. You got any less than even like 100k, then watching analytics is just gonna hurt you in the long term. Because you're not gonna enjoy it. You're not gonna have fun, you're gonna just chase the numbers, and that's not a fun way to do YouTube. Hey, Payne! The new light mattress can be made pink. I knew there was something I meant to download, I forgot to download that! I sent the link to Landy last night as well. I completely forgot it. This is base game fight. None of the analytics matter if you're not having fun with it. If you're not taking enough time for yourself. I've learned that plenty enough over the years. On a related note, what date is it today? It's not this, not this coming Saturday, but next Saturday, the 19th. On the 19th, I won't be streaming. I will actually be in Limerick. Instead of streaming, I'll be going to see a Munster match with my dad. On a very related note to taking time to yourself, I'm going to go watch a Munster match, because I haven't been in a couple of years, and he was gifted a couple of tickets recently, so the two of us are going to head up to Limerick and watch a match. But I stream on the 15th. I should be able to, but that's the day that I think my mum and sister are coming back from Berlin. It's a match on the telly. I have no idea, Farmer Campion. They usually... It's a Champions Cup game, so they usually have camera crews. So I'd imagine there'll be highlights somewhere or other. It might be on like Sky or BT or something. I haven't actually bothered checking if it's being televised. Last time I was at when it was televised. Do I know any players? Like personally? Do I know anything? I don't think I do. I might have like chatted to one or two of them in the past. The fun thing about Munster matches is it's very much not a professional atmosphere. It's kind of a locals. The one weed. How is there literally one weed in this field, by the way? How did I miss? Literally one weed. That was my phone going off. What was being said? I'm curious. Is it a screenshot of what I think it is? It was just sent to me on Facebook. Yes, it is. Oh hey, the solar panels are in night positions now. The weeds to your head, and I like them. It's something else to do. Also, there's the lime you guys never told me. We were going to the back of the bloody gator yesterday. Oh, that didn't sound good. That wasn't good. Why did that happen? Have I just unplugged my wheel entirely? Oh no. What the hell? Just bear with me a second, my wheel's doing weird things. It's about to spin. There we go. Why are there lights in front of the solar panels? To make sure that they work at night. They're 24/7 solar panels. Fingers away. Everything is breaking. It's a typical Dave stream. It wouldn't be one of my... What was that noise? That was my wheel calibrating itself. Something that I try and avoid having to happen on stream, but sometimes it just has to. So let's grab some Eggos. Did I download the Christmas tree? No. Hey, VTech! Good lord! Thank you very much for the £2 super chat, dude. Very much appreciated. I know what I can do. I know what I can do right now. Animal pens. I can't do what I thought I could do. We can get some pigs. Shall we get some pigs? Where can I fit the pigs? Can I fit the pigs beside the chickens? No. Maybe. If I were to rotate this 90 degrees? No. So will it fit over here, or will it just throw a bit of a fit? It'll fit... Come on. Oh, you blipped. Dave turns down his sensitivity so that he can get that one pixel where it's just right. Oh. Come on, you blipped green several times in this area. Oh, blipped green in... Pigos! I've now got to do some terraforming. How do you change brush strength on this? Change strength, Control E. Sometimes it's not about flattening, it's just about making it blend, which this now kind of does. X, and now some dirt. The joy of this area here is I can just make this all dirt now. I will need to get a stump grinder by the looks of it, just to get rid of the remainder of the tree that was there. I will be cheating in some money again very soon, just to get the finances looking a bit healthier. Because I'm still of the opinion that you shouldn't have to pay for the terraforming like this. Like when you're just purifying something that is placed in so that it looks like it should naturally be there. I don't think you should have to pay for that. You always spot the people that have done some GE work in the past when they're doing this. make that grass too. There was a speck over here that was going to annoy me. There it is. Grass texture, please. And I want the other brush. What's the other brush? C. I just want to knock you down there like that. That's a different texture entirely than the one that I wanted. There we go. That's interesting. You can't paint down the grass textures actually on the map. Okay. Pop 10,000 in. They could, Jordan, but that wouldn't be something that would work with the physics, annoyingly, or unfortunately. I don't want to say annoyingly. Right. How many pigos can I buy? I would like to purchase some pigs. That's not the trigger. Is this the trigger? That's not the trigger. This must be the trigger. $1,500 each. Just buy that many. Pigs! And we will need some pig food as well. We got pallets here. Is there a big bag of pig food? Oh, that's kind of annoying that it's in this form. Where's the Manitou? There we go. Didn't mean to do that, but it'll work. Can't wait till Pig Food Silo comes out. I've never really liked mods like the Pig Food Silo. Like, I like doing it manually, but it's just kind of annoying that there's no big bag of pig food that it comes in a pallet, because you can buy those in bag form in real life. On console, the pig food takes up too many slots. Okay, that's a good reason to not want the pallets. Come to think of it, console players, is the Big Bags mod that's out now the first Big Bags that have ever been on console? Like, have there been Big Bags on console before? Genuine question, because I can't remember. They're definitely the first for 19 because they're the only ones. In 17 you need a couple of mods? Okay. How now, Glengar? Laurie lad, hello. There were 2 Big Bags mods that came out in 17. See, I don't remember this stuff. I only remember like mods that I enjoy on PC. I don't... Generally, I don't keep track of what mods go to console. Unless it's like a map. Then I'll say, yes, this is available on console because it's, you know, very high quality map. And honestly, I think console guys, you got it really easy for mods. Because sure, there's not a lot in terms of number, but oh my god, the quality of mods you guys get. Like, you guys don't have to worry about, oh, does this mod come, you know, does this mod potentially ruin my save, or does this mod, you know, conflict with this script over here, or do these 2 scripts play nice together? You guys just get the really nice, really well made, just objectively good mods. You don't need to worry about, is this a good site or is that a good site, or is this stolen from over there? Yeah, that's stuff that PC needs to worry about all the time. It's why I'm limiting, artificially granted, the amount of mods that I can download through some rules that I'm playing by. Yeah, quality mods, special mods are realistic and they make everything easier to do. Yeah, like PC has so much crap to wade through in terms of mods. Hey, I didn't hit the bridge this time. PC have so many bad mods to just wade through to find the good ones. Obviously, Giants mod up is the exception, but like on almost every other site, which is why I'm just not using a lot of them now. It's like you find 9 crap mods for one good one, and it's just like, well, I could save my time by just not using this site. That's what I'm gonna do. Is I'm gonna save my time by not using the sites that have 9 crap mods for every good one. The ones that I just plain don't trust. Base game stuff is really good. It really is, Jordan. Like, you look at what I'm using. 90% of what I'm using is base game. Because I genuinely think that the base game of 19 is just so far beyond anything that's been in Farm Sim before. Is this where I feed the... No, this is the water trough. Food does not go in the water trough. See you, Thomas. Why did they take out the placeable trees? Probably because people were using and abusing them because they realized that you could actually buy the trees, cut them down, and sell them off for a profit. Love the stuff the Giants made. Yeah, Giants have done some really good work for 19. And I'd be saying that regardless of like anything that's gone on the last 6 months. I'll criticize them when they deserve it, but they're getting praise when they deserve it too, and they've done a really good job at just giving, just making some really good equipment. Sure, some of it's still buggy, and some of it's kind of nonsensical at times, but it's really good nonetheless. Oh, James, they'll always exist. I just come to ignore them now. The old case, I don't use that all that much. I haven't used that much at all. Oh, parking brake's on. I love this mod so much. I love enhanced vehicles so much. Like, forgetting the parking brake is my new favorite thing. Suddenly, it's annoying, but I love the fact that it's a thing that can happen now in game. And we're not even 2 months into the game being out. And we got a script this good. That's a really promising thing. And like seasons, we don't know what they're gonna put in this time around. You know, season starts off with a blank palette again, a blank slate, and they can put in whatever is possible to put into the game. Which we don't know yet what is possible. The Fiat's your workhorse? I hate the Fiat suddenly. After the insanity thing, I hate the Fiat. New mods! Yes, there were new mods today. They were the reskin challengers, the Viper and the Snake version challengers things. And some other stuff what I've forgotten already. There wasn't anything that struck me as particularly memorable. Or like something that I needed to absolutely download immediately. There might be something in there that's really good that I haven't downloaded, but nothing struck me as something I needed right away, you know, right this second. There was a chair for sleeping, yes. As well as some of the base game sheds with lights on them. I need to be a bit careful of the water here, I've just realised, because this is going to weigh... That's 4 tons already. Bale Trader uploaded FSUK. I did see the Metros last night. I linked it to Landy. Oh, no! I linked it to Landy and I forgot to download it myself. Come on, Diffs Lux. No, that's 2-wheel drive. The bale... I don't know, I don't like the bale forks. They look... I don't know, they look a bit out of place to me. Personal opinion, don't go attacking me for having an opinion. Turn right over the bridge is nice open space. So what you're saying is I've gone to the wrong place entirely and now I'm stuck. Come on. Okay. No, 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 no! Roy, how deep is the water? Hang on, can I get away with this? Oh no! Well, now we get to find out if the water stays in the tractor when we reset it. Or in the tractor, in the trailer. If it doesn't, then... oh well. It used to be a lot deeper. See, now it's shallow enough that you think you can actually make it through, and no, you can't. Oh. So this would be right over the bridge, actually, this side here. You said there's a nice place in between trees to get the... oh. At least this is free. This would be so... I would be so much angrier if this actually cost money. In-game. I wonder if the warranty covers water damage. Oh yes, I'm looking for a voucher. Does the warranty cover drowning? What do you mean drowning? I mean, like, oh, I don't know. Completely submerging it in a river? Oh, okay. Moving on. In real life, it's going to cost money to maintain the trailer and tractor. Yes and no, it depends on where you get water from. Some places do charge. Although getting it from a river, yes, will be free in real life. Oh, I've just noticed the minimap glitch is still a thing. That's interesting. It's not something you can fix, Roy. But the minimap mismatches at certain points on the map. That's a thing that's been in several farm sim games now, where the... yeah, according to the minimap, I'm actually on top of the hedge. It's been a thing for several years, and I don't know if it's even fixable. Where the minimap is mismatched on some maps. How did I get vehicle extension to work? You didn't unpack it, Tom. You need to unpack it. Open up the zip file you downloaded. In it will be a folder. In that folder will be another zip file. It's the zip file in the folder in the zip file that you want. Oh yeah, I'm not saying that it needs to be fixed, Roy. It's a thing that, like, even Oxy's maps mismatch at points. It's... I think it's something to do with the way the GE camera works, that the PDA mismatches. Because the closer you get to the center of the map, the better it is. But the further away from the center you get, the worse the offset of where you actually are compared to where the map says you are. But as long as you're not looking for a pinpoint on the map, you're kind of fine. I'm gonna pop the plough on the back of the Ultra and actually fix up the bits that the New Holland got wrong. RainbowDave, knower of old bugs in Farm Sim. In real life, you have to have a license to pull water from a river stream. It costs quite a bit. You can be fine in the UK. In Ireland, I'm sure you need a license as well. However, also in Ireland, farmers don't care. Gonna be blunt with the way that Irish farmers tend to work is like, could it cost me money? Yes. Will it cost me money? Probably not. Well, I'll do it then. And that is something I learned from personal experience dealing with farmers. As long as the Department of Agriculture does not hear of what you're doing, they don't give a damn. At least the older ones don't. The younger generation of farmers tend to care a bit more. 40 likes? Let's try and get 50. Let's get greedy with the likes. If you are enjoying... I haven't done this at all during the stream. I haven't done this either. I don't think I need to, actually. Let's get greedy. If you're enjoying the stream and you want to help the channel without throwing £100 at me like Jag did, like a lunatic, you can always just hit that like button. That's the free way of helping me out and getting the channel out there. Sounds about right. Yeah, it's just the Irish ethos. Like, can I get in trouble? Yes. Will I get in trouble? No. Okay, I'll do it then. The way of the farmer is, it's only illegal if I get caught. It's the way of the Irishman in general. Is this illegal? Yeah. Are there cops around? Anybody around that'll see us? Nah. Should be grand then. Lars was telling me the story about a car that crashed behind a billboard and nobody actually saw it for like a week. And I said to him, I guarantee you, somebody saw that crash happening as they were driving behind the car that was crashing. Just kind of looked at it, saw the car like flying through the air upside down in bits. Just kind of looked forward and looked over again and said, it'll be grand. It's the Irish national motto is, "That'll be grand, sure." Sure, no worries, it'll be grand. Who cares? Take water from a lake, but someone owns it. Anyone remember the bail limit? On PC there is none. On console I think it's like... I was talking to Lars about this. It's more bales than you'll ever need, but people still insist on hitting it. Be decent we were for salmon. Well, unfortunately, farming does have a habit of polluting waterways. Especially like slurry heavy farming, and pig farming is particularly slurry heavy. It's restricted in England. You're so conscious when spraying or fertilizing not to contaminate the streams and rivers because they come down on you like a ton of bricks. In theory, they do here as well, but Ash should be grand. Hey, CD Gaming. How you doing today, dude? You have over 500,000 litres. Why do you have that much straw in storage? Slanny streaming tonight. He was in earlier, Fergal. He sent me a message on Steam as well. And the words, his exact words were, "It's looking promising." His internet seems to be relatively stable. I don't know if he's done a test properly yet, but he did say it's looking promising for him actually streaming today. Generally speaking, Tom, when you download stuff from GitHub, you unzip it to see what's in the zip file. It's a good rule of thumb, because Courseplay does the same thing. It doesn't say you need to unzip it, but you do. Relaxing after a hard day on the farm? By watching farming? I know my min screen is covered with 99.99. What? What's covered with 99.99? I may be becoming slightly illiterate. I'm sorry. I'm going to do an extra headland here so that maybe the hired worker can figure out that it's supposed to not leave these big gaps. Which I doubt, but yeah, it's worth a try. Where is the hired worker anyway? Down the other end of the field. Oh, has he got stuck in the hedge? Never mind, it's your phone. Yeah, it's your phone flagging up Jag's super chat, which... This is what happens when somebody sends 100 at once, is it just stays there forever. Jag just wanted to be on top of chat for the rest of the stream, apparently. Welcome back, Jag. You technically never left. It's just still on top of the chat. I do like how YouTube does do that little reward thing for the super chats for like insanely huge ones that are just on top of chat forever, effectively. Let's give the new Holland a hand. Never answer Jack without him sending a super chat. I'm not going to be that mean, Reese. I know there are streamers that, like, I've seen streamers that don't reply to chat unless it's like a super chat, and that's like, why? Unless you've got like 7,000 people in the chat, then like, there's no reason to be that money hungry. I much prefer just chatting with chat and have the super chats be like thank you donation-y kind of things that are there if you want to use them. How am I? I'm very good today, Kai. How are you? I'm out of coffee though. Despite making a massive cup of coffee, I'm actually out of coffee. But we're nearing the end of the stream, so it doesn't matter too much. It'll be fine. We're double teaming this field with the New Holland right now, by the way, just to get it done that bit quick. Do you know what I should do? Is now that I've got the pigs, what do the pigs need? What do the pigs need? Where's the New Holland? Those trees are a death trap. Let's get this set up for the pigs. Like, have this field for the pigs. Water? Okay, we're good for water. Straw, yep. Corn they need, which we sold off earlier. Nuts. Wheat, barley, okay. You need potatoes or sugar beets. Ah! So, I need to plant some corn back in this field. I think the easiest way to get the money together for a corn planter without GS cheap money is to sell this. Just straight sell the plow, not the Valtra. The Valtra's staying for a while. Landy is going live. Very good to hear. Let me know when he is live, and I will throw you guys at him with great velocity to shout nonsense at him and welcome him back to the world of streaming and having relatively decent internet. Because he's been very angry the last few days. It was a problem across like the entire town he's in as well. So, well, and he is live. Wow, he's early, but I think there was a bit of eagerness going on there. Why don't I get a loan? Because loans are for the weak. And while I am physically weak, Glengarry's not streamed like all this week. He's had internet issues all week that meant that he literally couldn't stream. So you've not missed much, technically. In game, of course. I could do with one in real life, to be honest. Let's sell this. And we can buy in planters. That is very expensive. We can't actually afford anything. Oh look, suddenly we found 20,000 euro on the floor. So we can buy the Governland Optima 5. Because we'll need that for sugar beets as well. Does the tempo have any impact? I honestly have no idea, Sam, actually. It says 3 minutes. Sweet. That'll give me time to get this back to the yard. I plan on making the pig food, yeah, Jordan. It works out kind of a bit more expensive short term because you got to buy all the equipment for, like, you got to buy a beet harvester, a corn header, corn seeder, which luckily can also plant beets, and just kind of equipment to do all that stuff. Most of which you should have normally, but ideal world you also have a baler and a bale shredder as well. So there's a lot of stuff that you need in theory to do. Wow, the dead zone on this is getting huge. The FFP. The bags, like, you're constantly spending, whereas if you're making your own, especially if you're doing potatoes, I mean, I'm not going to go off on the full potato route, but potatoes are a lot better to do than beets. They're just a lot more painful to harvest. Are there weeds? It looks like there's weeds in that field that we might need to deal with tomorrow. Are there weeds? Are there weeds? I genuinely don't know. Oh yeah, field 9 is full of weeds. Oh yeah. These fields need weeding. Okay. So that's a job we can do tomorrow. He's live. I am aware, Stephen. Don't worry. Don't worry, I'm not gonna keep streaming forever. I'm gonna finish up in a second and just bring this up to the yard, and I just kind of spotted those fields looking a bit questionable, so we will be finishing up in a moment. You guys can head over to Landicate, who is streaming for the first time this week. Hooray! I'll leave you by saying I've been RainbowDave. You've been watching Farming Simulator 19 on Riverview, which I keep mistaking in my mind as Riverfield for some reason. I have no idea why. Until next time, stay safe and goodbye.